Welcome everyone to day 19 of David's Tea's 24 Days of Tea 2024 edition. And today I am very excited for this tea because we have a black tea. And not only do I need the caffeine, the tea for today is Brown Sugar Bourbon. Now, the ingredients for this tea actually pose some interesting results because this is, if I can find it again, yes, 2 out of 3 dots on the caffeine scale, so it's bound to be a pick-me-up, but we have the ingredients of black tea, brown sugar, apple, roasted chicory root, brittle pieces, pure tea, caramel pieces, whole milk powder, sunflower lecithin, cornflower blossoms, and vanilla, including stevia extract for a little bit of a sweetener. Now, I'm excited for this for a few reasons. Not only does this tea smell fantastic, but even though it's listed as a black tea, it does also have some pure tea to it. So it's probably going to have a little bit more of a bolder / kind of bitter taste. But this flavor in itself, when you think about it, right, you got some brown sugar, some roasted chicory root, brittle pieces, vanilla, caramel pieces. This sounds like a perfect kind of desserty at the same time, any time of the day tea. Like, this smells, it just smells fantastic. Like, it kind of smells like a little bit of a crumb cake, or maybe some kind of other, like, cookie kind of dessert. And I'm very excited to try this. I think I've had this before in years previous, but it's been forever. And, well, let's get into this review. That hits the spot. See, with this tea, you get that silkiness of David's Tea's black teas that they always have. They're always so smooth, but you get that sweetness immediately from the brown sugar with the hints of vanilla and the hints of the caramel in here. This almost tastes a little bit like a caramel macchiato coffee, but like the roasted chicory root, the pure tea adds a little bit more of a boldness to it, right, than if this was just straight black tea, I believe. Oddly enough, I don't know why apple is even in here. You kind of taste a little bit of it, if we're being honest, but not a whole lot. See, this tea really, I think, in itself tastes creamy, right? And that makes sense because you have vanilla in here, you have whole milk powder, you have some, like, soy lecithin in here as well. Or was that just a part of some other thing? But it's funny because, like, when I look at these caramel pieces, or the caramel powder, right? You have caramel pieces and caramel powder? Wait, how is this written? I'm confused. So caramel pieces say sugar, cocoa, butter, and then it's a comma caramel powder, which then says whole milk powder, whey powder, sugar, butter, flour, sunflower, lecithin, and paprika. See, these ingredients are actually written very confusingly because I think it's showing like ingredients that are in here and then the ingredients of those ingredients. But one of the things that's in here that's interesting too is paprika extract. Why paprika is in this tea? I don't know, but I think it's because this is supposed to be a brown sugar bourbon, right? So I think they're in there trying to mimic the bourbon flavoring, which is probably where the pure tea is coming in, why the chicory root's in here, and maybe even the paprika extract. You know, personally, I don't believe apple really needs to be in here. I think, like I said, they throw the apple in here as a little bit of a sweetener. You can kind of taste it the more you're drinking it, but overall, it's not really noticeable. I have been so exhausted all day, and I have a friend coming over in a little bit to take a test, and I have to be like a proctor for him. Weird, I know, but I kind of needed this pick-me-up, right? This 2 out of 3 dots on the caffeine scale. I've been so exhausted all day, like I was saying, so this is gonna hopefully get me through the day. I woke up at like 2 a.m., finally fell back asleep around 4, but my alarm's been going off at 5, as you guys know, so I really only slept for like an extra hour, and I should have just stayed up because I felt like I would have had more energy. Now, this tea definitely gets 2 thumbs up for me. I love the flavor of brown sugar bourbon. It has that sweetness of the brown sugar. You taste the vanilla, you taste the chicory root, you taste the black and the pure teas. Like almost everything that's in here, including the caramel, you can taste those ingredients, which I haven't been able to say for a lot of the other teas on this calendar, which is fine because I've enjoyed thoroughly all the teas on this year's calendar so far. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below about what you think of Day 19 Brown Sugar Bourbon. Until tomorrow, guys, drink it, steep it, and enjoy. I'm waiting for this caffeine to kick in, but this tea is delicious anyway. I might end up buying some on my own. I will catch you tomorrow, guys. See ya. Bye.